friends, and welcome to day one of the Foxenwood Fall Readathon. I'm very excited because the book's on my TBR for this. I am so excited to read. So I kind of want to just recover everything with you. I know I talked about it a bit in my October reset, but I want to go ahead and hash that all back out with you again. Okay, so for this particular readathon, it is for Alexandra Roselyn and her Patreons. And we are basically the secret society, and we have always been a secret society. We've been Foxenwood, and our secret society is having a masquerade ball. So we have to go through the house and find the pieces of our ticket to the masquerade ball and put them together, and then we're able to go to the masquerade ball. So for this particular readathon, I'm gonna put like a picture up here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms basically we have to make it to. Not all of them are books, but we're not going to talk prompts. I'll tell you the rooms. I'm not going to tell you the prompts. And so their room is the Skeleton Key, the Dining Hall, the Magician's Parlor, the Common Room, the Haunted Library, the Alchemist Lab and Stargazing Tower, the Secret Passageway, and then at last, the Magical Masquerade. And so for each of these, there is an accompanying prompt, but those are a secret. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my TBR for this. It's only 3 books, if you can believe it or not. And so here we go. So the first one I want to read is The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. So I went into this, I think I've said a couple times now that my goal is to not necessarily read the backs of these books because I want to be surprised. But base it off of like other people that I know that have read it, that I trust their opinion. And so I didn't read the back of this book until I bought it, because it literally says, for fans of practical magic and Gilmore Girls, The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic is a charming debut novel that explores the shields we build around our hearts to retain our own magic. When I heard that it was practical magic meets Gilmore Girls, I was in. I didn't need anything else. But basically what happens is, in this one, Sadie is your main character, and she, I guess, like I said, I don't know much. There's a curse on her family that they have to suffer 4 heartbreaks that accompany her magic. And she thinks it's worth the price. She'll pay it. And so she is living her life, she's doing her stuff, and then she finds out that her grandmother has cancer. And so she has to come home to her small little town. And when she comes back to her small little town to help support her grandma, her brother, who has they have a rough history, it shows up, a past love shows up. And so all of that plays into this. And I'm very excited to read it. But I did not realize that the grandmother dies of cancer, or has cancer. I don't know if she dies. I can't say that, right? I don't know. So it's gonna hit the heartstrings for me because my grandmother died of cancer, but I'm still excited to read it, I think. Then the next book I'm going to read is The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. So basically this follows Heart Ralston and Mercy Birdsall. They hate each other. For the most part, they're enemies. Heart drives Mercy nuts and vice versa. Mercy drives Heart nuts. And eventually what ends up happening is Heart pens this letter and sends it off to the ether. And he turns out that he gets one back. And little do we know that, he's actually writing his biggest enemy. Mercy runs she's an undertaker. And so she runs like a funeral parlor and all of that kind of stuff. So we've got the spooky aspect, but it relates very highly to, in my opinion, the storyline, to Divine Rivals, which I really liked. Like these enemies to lovers, enemies to friends, whatever you want to call it, where they are writing letters to somebody that they don't realize who it is, and then it turns out that it's actually, the person they like the least. So yes, I'm very excited. It's got the spooky vibes. I mean, it's an undertaker. It's a funeral parlor. What more could you want? And then the last one I'm going to read is Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shannon McGuire. This is part of their Every Heart a Doorway series, and it's a novella. It's pretty short, and I've read Every Heart a Doorway, and I enjoyed it. And then this one follows Jack and Jill before they were packed off and headed for Eleanor West's home for wayward children. And this is what happened to them. Jack and Jill went down the hill to catch a pail of water. So again, these are kids that have all gone to alternate realities where they've kind of been yanked from it and they're really unhappy about it and they want to go back. And so they're at this home for wayward children trying to come back into what would be considered normal society, I guess. And this is book 2. So I'm gonna read this one as well, and I'm very excited. So yeah, that's my TBR. I only have 3 books on it, so hopefully I can handle it. This goes until the 20th. I'm gonna take my book with me. Tonight, Cadence and I are going camping. I guess we're gonna call it camping with her Girl Scout troop. And we're gonna come back tomorrow afternoon, but it's gonna be, we're gonna be in like a cabin or a lodge or something, and we're gonna do a night hike, we're gonna make s'mores, we're gonna do all that, and I will bring you along with me. I will just try not to get, you know, the other kids in there, just Cadence. And so yeah, I hope it'll be a really good time. It's kind of chilly out right now, and it's got a lot of overcast, and I hear it's gonna rain. And it's supposed to be really cold overnight and really cold tomorrow morning. And I'm excited about that, but at the same time I'm like, man, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and get started reading. I'm gonna work on some trainings for work, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Monday. How we doing? How are things going for you? They're going all right for me, I guess. So I have some updates for you. I have finished The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic by Brienne Randall. It was very good. It was cute. I give it 4 stars. It definitely gives you those practical magic meets Gilmore Girl vibes. So small town. This is a girl. Sadie is more of like an earth witch, I guess. She uses spices and vegetables and, you know, things of that nature to fill people with good things. And she owns a sweet little cafe where she sells all of her baked goods, and she owns it with her grandma, who raised her and her twin brother. And so it's very good. It's very sweet. There's obviously some sad stuff in here because grandma does have cancer, and so they're dealing with that, dealing with a family curse that nobody knew about, things of that nature. It is very good. Like I said, it's 4 stars. It's practical magic in that way that it's like there's rules, like the rules that Gigi, their grandma, gives them. And it made me think of practical magic where it's like, you know, the rules that the aunts give the sisters and things of that nature. So I did enjoy that part. And like I said, small town, everybody knows each other. There's a fall festival in here. It's all great. It's all good. The only thing I will say is that sometimes I feel like Sadie got a little whiny and also a little repetitive. Otherwise, I would still say this is a good book, because even when she was whiny, there were parts of the book that it evened it out and you were like, okay, I can handle this. And the friendship in here between Sadie and Raquel is really sweet. And the romance is pretty sweet too. So it's very, it's got lots of good. It's got lots and lots of good. But yeah, I suggest it. I highly recommend it. If you like witches and you like cozy cafes and you like fall festivals and you like a little romance and you like some family secrets and you like all this kind of stuff, that's for you. So I liked it. 4 stars. So this will cover the Skeleton Key and the Masquerade. So I have hit those 2 prompts with this little book here. So now I'm currently working on The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. I have this on Audible as well. So I'm listening to it and reading it. I am not far into it. I'm only on page 34, but I am enjoying it. It's already very whimsical. And the banter between Heart and Mercy, I mean, she calls him Heartache and he calls her Merciless. I mean, bring it on. I like it. I like it. It's going places. It's definitely going places. So yeah, I am working my way through that one. I will then also work my way through Down Among the Sticks and Bones, which I have the audio downloaded for. There's one other book I'll be working on that's a book club book, and I don't remember the name of it right now. I'm sure it'll come to me later when I'm giving you another update, or I'll have it in my hand when I give you another update. So yeah, I am on the floor down here because I am working on unhauling some books. When it comes to me and unhauling, I pick books that either I did not enjoy or books I may have enjoyed but I don't see myself rereading, and sometimes that can be kind of hard. Or I pick books that I haven't read, and if I haven't read them, it's unlikely I'm going to, or I can get them in another format, and so I will unhaul them. And I usually sell them to half-price books. And I also had Charlie do his shelves, and he had some interesting books to hand over, and then I went through some of Cadence's books too. But with Cadence, since she's still learning how to read, she wants to keep all of her books because she wants to keep learning how to read, and I don't blame her for that. I mean, it's fun. It's fun watching her read, and she's getting really good at it. So I'm impressed. Color me impressed. And she's very excited about reading. She's very excited about books. And we were at the bookstore the other day, and she was like, "Mommy, can I have a bookmark?" And I said, "Once you start reading chapter books, I'll get you a bookmark." She's like, "Okay, can I have some chapter books?" So I think Justin and I, maybe for Christmas, might be looking into, like, you know, the big fatty fat print chapter books for kids, for Cadence. So I'm hoping it will be good, I think. So yeah, I'm unhauling those. And that is pretty much it. I need to thaw something for dinner, I guess. I'll make pork cutlets or something. It's just one of those days. It's a Monday. It's Monday. in other news, I am going to our lawyer today because I am in the process of adopting Charlie, and Charlie has to sign a piece of paper that says I consent to be adopted, and I have to do that in front of the paralegal at my lawyer's office. So that's happening today. It's all very exciting. There's lots of moving pieces, lots of moving parts, and I'm excited for what the future is going to bring. I'm sorry, my dogs are like just walking around and stepping in front of my camera, and if it wobbles, if it shakes, if it moves, it's because these dogs are impatient. Are you impatient? Are you impatient? Oh, yep. Come here, Reese's. Not you. You're not Reese's. Come here. This is Reese's. Okay, that's enough. Hey. No, we're not doing that. Go lay down. Anyway, I should probably let them OUT before they start barking while Justin's trying to sleep. So I will catch up with you guys in a bit. I'm gonna get back to reading. We're working on some productivity sprints. I'm gonna also send some emails, and then I may work on my diamond painting because I have since stopped working on that and I wanna pick it back up. So I'm gonna work on my diamond painting, maybe listen to my book, send some emails for work, make some calls, and we'll see how the day goes. So I will catch up with you guys in a bit. Bye. Friends, happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday now. We are on day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, day 5, I think. Day 3. I don't remember, whatever. Of the Foxenwood Readathon, and I have completed book number 2. So the book I just finished was The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon. I gave it 5 stars. It is very good. It's a little longer than I feel like is necessary, but it was still really, really good. And I cried. I definitely cried. The relationship between Heart and Mercy is complicated at best. I love that he started by calling her merciless and she called him heartache and all that kind of stuff. They have a cute little banter, you know, and they just learn to see past each other's outsides, you know, like these are my thoughts on you, and they learn to kind of change their thoughts because it's like, well, maybe I was wrong, you know? So it's very, very good. It's got a lot of plot in it too, which is nice. It's not just focusing on the romance, which I like. He is a marshal, and he basically, what ends up happening is souls are released and sometimes they can inhabit dead bodies, and so he is out there on the front lines dealing with all of that. And he takes a little apprentice under his wing, and he's very cute and it's very nice, and you get to see a side of Heart you don't normally see. So yeah, it was very good. Like I said, 5 stars. Enjoyed it a lot. I'm really glad I read it. This covered the... I need to make sure. I need to double check what it was for. Prompt number 4, prompt number 5, and I think that's it. Prompt number 4 and prompt number 5. Prompt number 4 is the common room, and prompt number 5 is the haunted library. So all in all, I have gotten prompt number 1, which is the skeleton key. I have done prompt number 3, which is a magician's parlor. I have done number 4, which is the common room. I've done number 5, which is the haunted library. And I have done number 8, which is the magical masquerade. So I'm making my way through. I'm making my way through. I have started Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shannon McGuire, and I'm really only into chapter 2, if not chapter 3, and I'm listening to it along with reading it. So far it's good. I think it's only got 14 chapters, so it'll be a pretty quick read, I think, for me, and then I'll be able to focus on some other prompts as well. So there you have it. And I don't really have any kind of life update for you. Charlie signed the paperwork to consent for me to adopt them, so that's been nice. And we watched The Haunted Mansion the other night, the new one, which was good. We're having pizza tonight for dinner.
I watched The Haunted Mansion too.
Cadence watched The Haunted Mansion too. And we're having pizza for dinner tonight, and I'll maybe pop in another movie, but it's been a pretty quiet week, so that's really nice. Tomorrow I'm gonna go see Beetlejuice, the musical at the Fox, so I'm very excited about that as well. It will add to my spooky season, which makes me happy. So that's really the only update I have for you. I am almost done with Tink. I have a little bit more work to do on her, but she is coming along quite nicely, if I do say so myself. So I may be listening to Down Among the Sticks and Bones later and working on finishing up Tink and then moving on to my next one. I don't know what my next one's gonna be yet. I really want to do Alice in Wonderland, but I also really want to do Rapunzel for Cadence. So I'm gonna work on this and then hopefully be able to move on to my next one. I also want to put on more fake nails since spooky season is coming to a close here shortly in a couple of weeks. I need to put on more nails. Any which way. So there you have it. I'm gonna do these probably tonight while I listen to my book, after I eat pizza, maybe after I take my shower, and then we will go from there. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will catch up with you in a bit. Bye!
Wait, bye!
Okay. friends, happy Thursday. So I have not updated you a lot during this entire vlog, and I apologize. I've just been reading and it's been very quiet and things have not really been happening. It's been a pretty quiet week, which we all know I love. And so I was actually able to get all 3 of the books done for this particular readathon, which makes me very, very happy. So yesterday, I did finish Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Seanan McGuire, and I did enjoy this. It's an interesting take on Jack and Jill, and it's the prequel to Every Heart a Doorway. So it basically, in Every Heart a Doorway, you meet Jack and Jill, but you don't really know their story. So this one is their story. The world they lived in and how they got there and when they came back from that world and how each of them lived while being in that world in the moors. And they're separated. One of them is living in a castle, the other is living in like a windmill doing science experiments and other kinds of things. And it's also kind of about like expectations and how the parental expectations that you place on your child can adversely affect them in ways you can't really even see. And so that neither one of them are ever really able to be who they want to be. They are who their parents want them to be. Because in the long run, what mom and dad wanted was a boy and a girl. And so they turned one of the girls into more of a tomboy. And when in reality, like, she wanted to wear dresses and she wanted to, you know, do the things that other little girls do, because she ends up becoming more of like an outcast because she's not normal, typical girl, you know? So it is very, very good. I gave it 4 stars, which is, you know, again, high praise for me. Not for any reason other than it just didn't hit the 5-star mark, you know what I mean? And so I really do love Seanan McGuire. I love the writing. I love the thought process that she uses. I love the story itself. I've always been a big fan of like fairy tales and Alice in Wonderland and Peter Pan and where these kids go and then what could possibly happen when they come back. But plus I'm also like, I have a psych degree and I'm a very logical thinker. And so these are interesting for me because it's like, even though it's never really happened and this isn't reality, it is curious to see how kids change and shift when put in a place they don't necessarily know what to expect. And it's interesting to me when they come back and the psychological aspects behind that. So this is book 2 in the series. I think there are 9 books out. And so yeah, it was good. It was short. It took me a day maybe, but it was good. I had a good time with it. So that means I have literally finished all 3 of the books I had for this readathon, which makes me really happy because I don't tend to get to all the books I put on my shelves for readathons, and so I'm very, very happy with this. I have pretty much gotten every single prompt except 2. I have to get 2 more, but that's not going to be a problem. I actually already got one this morning, so so we're wrapping up. Tomorrow is technically the last day. We're gonna watch Casper, so I'll film a little bit of that and put it in this vlog, and I'll get this vlog up hopefully sooner rather than later. And then I'm currently working on listening to / reading All Our Hidden Gifts by, I think it's Carolyn O'Donoghue. It's our book club pick for Discord, but it's not part of this readathon, but I am working on it. I'm only on chapter 6 of 44. It's pretty fast. It's a young adult book, and so far what I'm learning is somehow, I'm sorry I keep fading in and out. So the backlighting in this, it's, you know, it's outside, and so when I'm looking at you, it works because my ring light is over here and it's shining on my face. And then it looks like, you know, heaven's gates opened behind me. Or it's really, really foggy where I am, which neither of those 2 things are true. It's not foggy, and heaven's gates I don't think are right outside my front door, but it keeps fading in and out once it takes its focus off of me and puts it on something else. So I'm apologizing for all the weirdness here. Here I come, here I come. I'm slowly going to come back. So yeah, I am working on All Our Hidden Gifts as well. Hopefully we'll get that done today and tomorrow. And yeah, tonight we have some reading sprints with Lexi. So I'll hopefully be participating in those. And I do have a meeting this evening, but it should be relatively quick. And yeah, so there's that. It's going to be a quiet and good evening, I think. So hope you guys are having a good day, and I will be sure to check in with you guys later. Bye.